All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about reverse proxies with Nginx. Now, a reverse proxy may be used in a certain situation where you have traffic coming in from one port and you want to redirect it to another port. In our situation, we'll have a Node.js server running on port 3000, but we don't want to actually type in, domain :3000 to always hit our API. We want to be able to just go to, for example, localhost and have it redirect to our API, or localhost/API and have it redirect that way. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to start our Node.js application, and let me just run the clear command. We're going to do node app, and you can see that our server is started and we're on port 3000. Now, when we come to localhost, on our local server, all you see is the Nginx welcome page, which will be your document root. So just to show you that our server is running, we're going to go into localhost :3000, and it says welcome to the testing API. Right? So this is our server that we want to hit, but the problem is that whenever we visit our site or our domain, in this case it's localhost, we're coming to, the Nginx welcome page because it's supposed to serve here from port 80. Now let's create our reverse proxy to route all traffic coming into port 80 to go to localhost 3000. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to open up our terminal and we're going to kill all this and list. We want to cd into the absolute path of etsy/nginx/sites available And now, when you list whatever's inside sites available, this is our Nginx conf, right? So this is our config for routing Nginx, and doing other things. So we're going to come in here and list. We see a file called default. Make sure you're the sudo user when you get into this, so that way you can actually edit these. So we'll do sudo nano. Nano is what I like to use, but you can use vim if you really feel like it, as long as you can just edit this file as a root user. Cool, so sudo nano default, and I'll type in the password here. Cool. We are now inside our nginx.conf. Now, what you should pay attention to are these server blocks. This is commented down at the bottom. This is kind of just like an example to show you what it's supposed to look like. And don't worry if all of this seems confusing. We see our main server block here, and it's listening on port 80, right? Now, if you have SSL enabled, that server will actually be listening on port 443s, which is why it says SSL configuration, and these are actually commented out. So you can see where I already had something for /API that was redirecting, which I need to remove this so you can see what it looks like. So by default, it looks like this. It's just a location block that we're putting inside the server block. So we add a location block to say /, basically the root folder, right? Now, in this root folder, we want to come down and add something, right? So we'll come down and add, enter here, tab a couple of times, proxy_pass. Proxy_pass is saying whatever comes in, we're already in port 80 anyway, but whatever comes in here, pass it to this place. So we're going to pass it to http:// obviously, localhost port 3000, right? And then don't forget to do that / at the end. It can come back to bite you in the ass. Now, localhost 3000, and we've gotten that, so we're going to do Control-O to write out the file, and we're going to save it, and we're going to Control-X to get out of here. Now we're going to run another command to reload Nginx. So we'll do sudo, can't type today. So we'll do sudo Nginx-s reload. So this is actually going to sort of like hot reload Nginx. Run that. Nginx has been reloaded. So if we come back here to localhost, we're now supposed to be routing all our traffic from localhost to our server. And this should be the message. So refresh localhost, and boom, it works. Welcome to our testing API. So now we're routing all traffic into this. But now, what if there's a situation where obviously you want to keep your static site in the root, or in your document root, sorry, but you want to also have an API that the static site can call, or maybe that other websites can call. You want to have both. That's as simple as coming back into the Nginx config, and of course we're going to nano into default. And now, instead of having this location block say slash, what you can actually do is have this location block say slash API, and we ended off with a slash, right? So now we've changed it to whatever goes to slash API, then you should show our, redirect traffic to our port that our server is listening on, right? So we're going to do Control O, Control S might be for some people on different Ubuntu distros. So do that, exit, and we're going to run our command to Nginx Reload. So now we've Nginx Reloaded, and when we come to localhost, we now have welcome to Nginx, right? Cool. Now when we come to slash API, we now have welcome to our testing API. So now you're essentially running your Node application as an API, and it does not interfere with your homepage that's in your doc root. Now, you could have it that way, but I've showed you 2 different ways to get it done. And yeah, this has been Reverse Proxy via Nginx. Thanks for watching Code 6.